Hello and good morning everyone. I welcome you all to India's largest e-learning platform, Unacademy. And I welcome you all to our channel of GATE Conqueror. Welcome to our new series, Antennas Concepts Through Question Series. So let us learn some questions as well as concepts on antennas. This is the part 1 of the series. Just confirm the video and audio once, dear. And this series is going to be a very important series, dear, where we discuss about some very beautiful concepts along with these questions. Before we start the class, let me introduce myself. I am G Reddy, having 15 plus years of experience in teaching, guiding and mentoring GATE and ESE aspirants. I work as a motivation speaker, pan-India from the past 12 years, expert in field theory and communications. Expert in field theory and communications, dear. This is the GATE Conqueror channel. Just go to YouTube, type GATE Conqueror, you'll find our channel, as you know. And very good news is I'm going to tell you a very good news for all the GATE Conqueror followers. And this is the link where you can join us on Telegram. This is a Telegram link. The advantage of joining us on Telegram is you'll get the support of all the GATE Conqueror faculties on a personal level once you join our Telegram. And the good news for the GATE Conqueror team and the GATE Conqueror followers is 4 more educators, 4 experienced people, 4 wonderful educators are going to add to our channel. There will be a beautiful launch probably on 10th of April, 8 p.m. So stay tuned here. Probably this will be the date where you can find the launch of 4 new faculties. And we are very much determined to complete the GATE 2023, ESE 2023 syllabi comprehensively. So get prepared for this year. And as a part of that, I take responsibility for completing EMFT comprehensively. I'll explain about what I'm trying to plan within a short time. Unacademy offers 2 paid platforms. One is Plus subscription, other is Iconic subscription. In Plus subscription, you got to have the face time of legendary faculties in the form of live classes, weekly test, structured courses, unlimited access, rank improvement batches and crash courses. In Iconic, we'll have all these features. Along with that, you have a personal coach for one-on-one guidance, dedicated doubt clearing educators to clear your doubts, preparatory study material, personalized test analysis, study booster sessions and customized study planner. All this in iconic subscription. If you're going for a plus subscription or iconic subscription, I recommend you to go for a no cost EMI. No cost EMI means total cost will be divided by number of months without any extra charge. Moreover, you can use our team code KNR10 to get extra 10% off and also complete team support. This is iconic subscription. With iconic subscription, you will get 1:1 live mentoring, increasing your chance of getting a top rank. On this Sunday, April 10, this Sunday, for GATE and ESE, you have a combat. Combat is nothing but a live quiz competition where 20 questions will be given. 60 minutes will be given to answer that. A separate paper will be designed for mechanical, civil, electrical, EC and CSIT. And those who score rank 1 to 3, we are ready to give away 100% scholarship. For 4 to 10, we are ready to give away 75% scholarship. 11 to 50, we are ready to give away 50% scholarship. And 51 to 100, we are ready to give away 25% scholarship. And the good thing is, you need not pay anything to enroll for this combat. It is absolutely free. You can use our team code KNR10 to enroll yourself into this wonderful combat. All the best, my dear friends, for this particular combat. Showcase your talent, showcase your knowledge. It's a wonderful platform to showcase your knowledge and talent. The good news for GATE and ESE aspirants is the notes or study material is ready, where you have comprehensive coverage of syllabus designed by India's top educators. You have solved examples with problem-solving skills to build your problem-solving skills. You have chapter-wise practice questions, and also the good thing is available for both plus and iconic subscribers. Straight away try to subscribe using the code KNR10. And a hearty congratulations to all our toppers. These are GATE 2022 top 10 ranks, and you can see 3 of them got All India rank 1, indicating the levels or the standard of teaching that is being done at Unacademy. So join us dear, join us and crack the exam. And thus is the price rise is extended up to April 7. Try to act fast before the price rise is happening. You can use a code KNR10 and you can get extra 10% off, and also you can beat this price rise. Get in touch with our counselor if you have any doubt in your preparation journey, subscription or latest offers. You can dial this particular number to contact with our counselor. This is Unacademy Ask a Doubt feature, which is available both on app and website. You can ask unlimited number of doubts here. You can ask 3 doubts at a time, and also 1 second here. You can also get the solution in your preferred language, and also it is very easy to ask your doubt. Just click, crop and submit. These are special class features which includes interactive live classes, polls for the learners, raise the hand option. You never miss a class when the notification is on. You can download the lecture notes when the class is done, and you can access any time and anywhere. We are introducing community, where you never miss any update from your favorite educator. Get session notes and practice material. Share your feedback directly via polls. These are the new batches here: Resilience, droppers batch for GATE 2023 started on March 30 for electrical explained bilingual. Resilience GATE 2023 for ECE started March 30, explained bilingual. Evolve GATE 2023 for electrical explained bilingual. Evolve GATE 2023 for electrical explained bilingual. Will be starting on April 6th. Ascend GATE 2024 for electrical explained bilingual will start on April 6th. Ascend GATE 2024 for electrical explained bilingual will start on April 6th. So these are the new batches, dear. Each and every week we start new batches. So you can join in any of the batches that you want. You're free to join in any of these batches, dear. There's no problem at all. So we are into the antennas, concepts through question series. Concepts through question series. One second here. One second. As I told you, this is again a very important series. Concepts through question series. And we are into antennas. It is part of this EMFT. As I told you, we are planning to comprehensively cover the syllabus for GATE 2023 and Engineering Services 2023. I take this responsibility to complete EMFT comprehensively. And in this EMFT, we have 5 modules. Module 1 is elements of EMF theory. Elements of EMF theory, which is common for ECE and electrical. And already a playlist has been created on this with 40 videos and 50 hours of lecture. Module 2 is EM wave propagation. It's common for EC and we have a playlist for this too. Right now we have 15 videos in this playlist with around 30 hours of content. Almost 90% of this module is finished. This module is completely finished and here we finished 90%. Module 3 is transmission lines. I will start this module once this EM wave propagation is done. And module 4 is waveguides, which will be started after transmission lines. Module 5 is optical fiber communication and antennas. Optical fiber communication, I will start a new series altogether to cover OFC, optical fiber communication exclusively. And antennas, we had covered antennas Mahamarathon series. This antennas Mahamarathon series, we have a total of 18 videos, 38 hours of content, and I'm planning to add 2 more videos here. Most probably I'll add 2 more videos here. OFC I'll take a separate series which will have around 8 to 10 hours. Then, because small things are left out here, 10% of the syllabus is left out here, small part OFC is left out here, in antennas 2 classes are left out. All these small things I try to complete first, so that I will be left out with only module 3 and module 4. Then parallelly I can start transmission lines and waveguides, and thereby I can complete this EMFT. So far what we have done is, in module 1 we had 50 hours of content. Module 2 already we have 30 hours of content, completing 90% of the syllabus. Module 3, 4 we need to start. Module 5 almost we have 38 hours of content and 95% of the syllabus is done. Or if you take OFC, then I can say 90% here also. Here 90% syllabus is completed, here also 90% syllabus is completed. So overall 118 hours of content is done here. Most likely I'll plan 1 or 2 hours more in module 3, module 4, and 10% of this and 10% of this. I'll plan 1 or 2 more hours, making this EMFT series like never before. 220 hours of content exclusively on GATE Conqueror channel. Now generally I see in YouTube channels who offer around 30 to 35 hours of content for EMFT, but against that we are trying to offer 220 hours of content for EMFT. That's the reason I say you can rely on GATE Conqueror channel. The legendary KN sir is coming back, and with the intro most probably on April 10th, 8 p.m. Stay tuned. We are introducing 4 more faculties to our team, and they'll start the classes immediately. So most of the subjects, or all of the subjects, are covered now, and we start these YouTube classes very soon with a good pace, and very in hand we'll be able to complete GATE 2023 and AC 2023 comprehensively. Good evening, Bhaskar. In module 1, which is elements of EMF theory, module 1 is elements of EMF theory. This elements of EMF theory, which is common for both EC and electrical. The teaching will be done in such a way that it will be useful for both GATE and ESC. For both the people, students preparing for GATE exam as well as ESC exams can rely on this particular module, because the teaching style will be in such a way that it covers both the exams. And already, as I told you, the playlist is ready. with 40 videos and 50 hours of content. I can say to you, module 1 maximum 8 to 10 hours of content is available on any YouTube channel. Against that, we have an overwhelming 50 hours of content for module 1. What is done in module 1, let me explain. In module 1, we had seen basics. And we had seen static field theory. We had seen time varying field theory. Under basics, we covered elements of vector calculus, and coordinate systems. Under elements of vector calculus, it's in concepts like scalar. What is scalar, dear? Yeah, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Bhaskar, day after tomorrow we'll start transmission lines because tomorrow we need to complete EM wave propagation. A small part is left out. Let me complete that, then I'll start transmission lines, okay? Don't worry, very easy concept, transmission lines. A scalar is something which has only magnitude and no direction. Examples: distance, time, speed, and so on. And electrical quantities which are scalars are voltage and current. Of course, power we have and many other quantities. But generally, most of us, what they feel is current is a vector quantity. It's not a scalar quantity. But it is not the case actually. Current is a scalar quantity. Why current is scalar? I explained a topic called why current is scalar. You can please go through it. Some wonderful concept that we explained under why current is scalar. If you take a vector quantity, then you have vector quantity like displacement, force, torque, and all these are nothing but dipole moment, magnetic dipole moment, electric dipole moment, and so on. All these are vector quantities, and a vector is one which has both magnitude and direction and which follows vector addition. This clause which follows vector addition is not obeyed by current, therefore it is scalar. Even though it is having magnitude and direction, it is treated as scalar. For in detailed explanation about this particular concept, you please go through the playlist. It will be very clear for you. And after scalar and vector, we went for unit vector. So these are the basic terms that we have derived first in elements of vector calculus. Then we went for addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. In addition of vectors, we have seen parallelogram law of addition, and triangular law of addition. Triangular law is also called as head to tail rule. Triangular law is also called as head to tail rule. Okay. This addition of vectors we had seen. Then we had seen some basic laws of vectors. Under basic laws of vectors, we had seen commutative law, associative law, and distributive law. Commutative law of addition says that if A and B are two vectors, A plus B is equal to B plus A. Multiplication says that K is a scalar, A is a vector, K into A is equal to A into K. Associative law, if A, B, C are three vectors, A plus of B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Associative law of multiplication, K and L are two scalars, then K into LA. K into LA is a vector is equal to K into L into A. Distributive law, K into A plus B is equal to KA plus KB. And can anyone tell me what is distributive law of multiplication? Anyone? Distributive law of multiplication. Anyone? Distributive law of multiplication is not defined, remember. So many people don't know this, the distributive law of multiplication is not defined. Then after basic laws of vectors, we went for, again dear, if you want any in detailed explanation about this, please go through the playlist here. Then we went for multiplication of vectors. In multiplication of vectors, we had seen dot product, also called as scalar product because the resultant is a scalar quantity. The other is cross product. It is also called as vector product. It is also called as vector product. Okay, then we had seen dot product obeys which basic laws and the cross product obeys which basic laws. In detailed explanation is given in the playlist here. Please go through. This is one of my favorite topic because you'll try to learn some very strong basics through this particular topic, multiplication of vectors. Then we had seen concepts like del operator, del and its properties. Del operator is nothing but a vector differential operator or a spatial derivative operator, and we had seen its properties like divergence, curl and gradient. So that's del and its properties. We discussed del and its properties, and along with that That's in vector identities. Vector identities are the principles that are obeyed by all vectors and scalars. Two important one among them are del dot divergence, del cross curl. Divergence of curl of any vector is 0. Second, curl of gradient. Gradient means del operated directly on a scalar. Curl of gradient of any scalar is 0. These are vector entities there, which completes the first half of the basics. In basics, the first half, elements of vector calculus. The second half is coordinate system. In coordinate system, we are seeing types of coordinate system. What are the types of coordinate system, dear? Yeah, anyone? What are the types of coordinate system that we have? Types of coordinate system. Types of coordinate system. Yes, dear. What are the types of coordinate system that we have? The types of coordinate system that we have: Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system, Cartesian coordinate system is also called as rectangular coordinate system, and cylindrical coordinate system is also called as circular coordinate system, and it's in spherical coordinate system. Spherical coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system, coordinates are x, y, z, and cylindrical coordinate system, the coordinates are rho, phi, z, and spherical coordinate system, the coordinates are r, theta, phi. And of course, we have done the definition of each of these coordinates, and also we had seen the range of these coordinates very clearly. Just go through the playlist here. We'll get an understanding of these types of coordinate system very clearly. Then after this, we went for point transformation. Point transformation. How to convert a point from one coordinate system to another coordinate system is exclusively dealt in this concept called point transformation. Very important topic, dear. Very lengthy topic. And for detailed explanation about what we discussed in point transformation, please go through the playlist. Then we went for unit vector relations. What are unit vector relations? Is nothing but in Cartesian coordinate system, the unit vectors are ax, ay, az, and in cylindrical it is a rho, a phi, and az. And spherical it is AR, A theta, and A phi. These are the coordinates, dear. And the unit vector relations will give you the relation between these unit vectors. Yet again a very important topic. Then what we have done is we understood how to write DL, differential length, and differential surface, and differential volume in all three coordinate systems. In all three coordinate systems. And also we have written divergence, curl, gradient, and Laplacian in all three coordinate systems. This is what we have done in the first part, that is basics. This is what we have done in the part of basics. The second part, what was started is static field theory. The second part is static field theory. Can anyone throw some light on what is static field theory and what we discuss under static field theory? Anyone? Yes, dear. Anyone? Static field theory. Under static field theory, we discussed about electrostatics, and magnetostatics. Under electrostatics, we discussed topics like Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law is a generalized law that governs electrostatics, and applications of Coulomb's law. It is how it is applied over line charge, surface charge and volume charge is discussed in detail, and such Coulomb's law is a generalized law that governs electrostatics. Then we are seeing Gauss law. Gauss law is a special law that can be applied only when we define a Gaussian surface. And you know, Gaussian surface is one which is symmetric with respect to charge distribution. We've seen applications of Gauss law. Applications we had seen over point charge, line charge, surface charge and volume charge. This is a generalized law, Coulomb's law, and Gauss law is a special law which can be applied only on Gaussian surfaces. And Gaussian surfaces are those which are symmetric with respect to charge distribution. So we discussed about this. Then we defined electric potential, also called as EMF, electromotive force. Electric potential or electromotive force. Then we have seen relation between E and V as a major topic. Relation between E and V. In magnetostatics, again we had seen the general law that governs magnetostatics, which is Biot-Savart law, and we had seen its application, where Biot-Savart law is the generalized law that governs magnetostatics, and Ampere's law. Ampere's law is a specialized law, or a special law that governs magnetostatics, where it is defined only when you have an Amperian path defined to it. An Amperian path is something which is symmetric with respect to current distribution. So we have seen Ampere's law and their applications over line current, surface current and volume current. Just like electric potential is EMF here, we define scalar magnetic potential. Scalar magnetic potential. There it is EMF, here it is MMF. And also we define vector magnetic potential, which is A related to B as del cross A is equal to B. This is called relation between A and B. And why we need two different kinds of potential like scalar magnetic potential and vector magnetic potential is because scalar magnetic potential MMF cannot be defined everywhere in the region. It can be defined only in the regions where there is free space or where conductivity is zero. MMF can be designed or defined only when conductivity is zero. When conductivity is not equal to zero, MMF will fail. Therefore, we go for vector magnetic potential, and this concept is called as failure of MMF. Failure of MMF. And the common topics that we have discussed under electrostatics and magnetostatics, common topics are work done. We have seen work done in both the fields, that is electrostatic field and magnetostatic field. We have seen energy density. We have seen energy density also in both the fields. And we have defined Poisson's and Laplace equations. These two, Poisson's and Laplace equations, we can define for electrostatics as well as we can define for magnetostatics. We have done for both. In electrostatics, we have defined capacitor and capacitances. Capacitor and capacitances. For magnetostatics, we have inductor and inductances. Inductor and inductances. The common topics which are work done, energy density, Poisson's and Laplace equations, and boundary conditions. As you know, boundary condition is one. If you know the condition on your side of the region, and if you know the field on your side, you can predict the field on the other side by using boundary conditions. And again, in this boundary condition, very in detailed explanation about these boundary conditions were given. We had seen dielectric boundary condition and dielectric conductor boundary condition. Conductor here is nothing but a perfect conductor. We had discussed about this very clearly. That's boundary conditions, which is a common topic. These are the common topics that you have in both electrostatics and magnetostatics. And after deriving all these conditions and all, what finally we have derived is Maxwell equations for static fields. Derived Maxwell equations for static fields. And the Maxwell equations for static fields are given by equation number 1. Closed surface integral of d dot ds is equal to volume integral of rho v dv. That's the integral form, and the differential form is given by del dot d is equal to rho v. Source, Gauss law for electrostatics. Second equation, closed loop integral of E dot dl is equal to 0. Differential form, del cross E is equal to 0. Curl of E is 0. It cannot be rotated. It's an irrotational vector, which gives you the conservative property or conservative nature of electric field. Third one, closed loop integral of h dot dl is equal to surface integral of j plus jd dot ds. Differential form, del cross h is equal to j plus jd, where j is conduction current density, jd is displacement current density. Now you can find this kind of equation if you are going for time varying field. But as we are in static fields, closed loop integral of h dot dl is equal to surface integral of j dot ds. Implies del cross h is equal to j. This is nothing but Ampere's law. Fourth equation, closed surface integral of b dot ds is equal to 0. Implies del dot b is equal to 0. implies B is divergenceless field, B is solenoidal field. This is from the property of non-existence of magnetic monopole, also called as Gauss law for magnetic fields, also called as Gauss law for magnetic fields. So these are Maxwell equations that we have derived for static fields. Then in this static fields, this equation 1 and equation 4, which are both dot products, will remain same, and cross products are going to vary. Two major changes that we can see is Faraday's law. What is Faraday's law? According to Faraday's law, closed loop integral of E dot dl is equal to surface integral of minus dou v by dou t dot ds. This integral form, differential form del cross E is equal to minus dou v by dou t implies that only static electric field is conservative, but not time varying electric field. This is Faraday's law. Similarly, third equation, closed loop integral of h dot dl is equal to surface integral of j plus jd dot ds, or implies del cross h is equal to j plus jd, where j is conduction current density sigma e, jd is displacement current density dou d by dou t, and current at any point is the sum of conduction current and displacement current. This is from Maxwell contribution. Adding these two equations, we'll get Maxwell equations for static fields is given here. Adding these two equations, you'll get Maxwell equations for time varying fields. These two will remain same. These two are going to change. How they get changed are given here. So these are Maxwell equations for time varying fields. Clear? That's the third part. Time varying fields. That's the third part. Clear? So we are done with this theory of module 1. We're done with the theory of module 1, dear. Any doubts you can ask? Anything you need to ask, you can ask, dear. That completes module 1. In module 1, overall 40 videos and 50 hours of content, useful for both EC and electrical. Complete syllabus for electrical and a part of syllabus for ECE. It's a very important module, dear. We have done it comprehensively by covering it 50 hours. And also I made an attempt to give the synopsis of what we covered in module 1. Clear, dear? Is that clear? In module 2, which is EM wave propagation, we have seen topics like EM wave propagation in free space. Free space means sigma is 0, epsilon r is equal to 1, and mu r is equal to 1. Under these cases, in module 2, we have playlist with 15 videos and 30 hours of content. Derived values of alpha, beta, velocity and eta. Then we have seen EM wave propagation in materials. Finite conductivity sigma not equal to 0, epsilon r greater than 1 and mu r greater than 1. And here we have derived the generalized expressions for alpha and beta. It's in loss tangent or dissipation factor given by tan phi sigma by omega epsilon, where phi is 2 times of theta n, where theta n is angle of intrinsic impedance. So loss tangent. Along with that, we have seen topics like velocity and eta. Module 3, EM wave propagation in good conductors. Good conductors means sigma is far greater than omega epsilon. Here also, so many practical concepts we explained. Finally derived alpha, beta, velocity and eta. And also we have seen EM wave propagation. EM wave propagation in good dielectrics. Sigma far less than omega epsilon. Here too we have derived expressions called alpha, beta, velocity and eta. Good conductor, in a good dielectric, if you make that sigma 0, perfect dielectric. Perfect dielectric sigma is 0. Again we will derive values of alpha, beta, velocity and eta under the condition sigma is equal to 0. This 5 topics put together is called EM wave propagation in different mediums. Along with that we have derived Poynting theorem, and also we have defined instantaneous average and reactive Poynting vector. Then we have seen types of polarization, the theory, the wonderful theory, and all the previous year questions related to linear, circular and elliptical polarization we had seen. The only topic that is left out is reflection and refraction of plane waves. Consider this as 10% which is pending. Clear? So rest of the 90% is done here. Module 3 yet to be covered. Module 4 yet to be covered. Module 3 transmission lines. Module 4 waveguides I'll cover here, don't worry. Module 5 optical fiber communication, which we'll see it later on a different series, plus antennas. These antennas we have covered. The antennas Mahamarathon series, where we have recorded 18 videos, 38 hours of content exclusively on antennas. So this antennas, some practice questions are left out and OFC is left out, so I can say 90% is done. And this module 2 is also done with 90%. So what I am trying to plan is to finish off EM wave propagation. 90% is done, the rest of the 10% I want to finish off. Antennas, Mahamarathon and OFC I want to finish off. If I do that, then module 1, module 2 and module 5 will be done completely, so that you will get so much of clarity on what is done and what is not done clearly. Is it clear? Is that clear, everyone? Antennas Mahamarathon. In antennas Mahamarathon, divided this into two parts. First part speaking only about antennas. The rest part speaking about wave propagation. As I told you again, this will be useful for both GATE and ESE. Generally the wave propagation concept will not be there in GATE, it will be included in ESE. Again under antennas, the radiation mechanism of antennas to satisfy L into di by dt is equal to Q into acceleration. That's in radiation parameters. That's in 2 element and n element array. That's in special arrays. In special arrays, in this special arrays, dear, that's in Hansen-Woodyard array, Hansen and Woodyard array, and binomial arrays. Along with this, we have seen resonant, non-resonant antennas. In resonant, we have seen monopole, dipole antennas. In non-resonant, we have seen V antennas, inverted V antennas, and rhombic antennas. Other than this, we also completed antenna measurements. In antenna measurements, we have seen radiation pattern measurement, measurement of gain by first method and second method. First method is 3 antenna method and second method is measurement of absolute gain by 2 identical antennas. And we are seeing measurement of directivity, as directivity involves double integral. So we cannot use general methods, but we go for graphical numerical methods. The graphical numerical methods are orange slice method and conical cut method. This is an antennas. Wave propagation, what we are seeing is ground wave propagation, sky wave propagation, space wave propagation. These are called principal modes of propagation. Beside this, we'll go for scatter propagation. In scatter propagation, we are seeing tropospheric scatter, and ionospheric scatter. Fifth one, we are seeing duct propagation. These are the 5 modes. These are principal modes and these are special modes. Beside this, we are seeing structure of atmosphere, where we have dealt with structure of troposphere and structure of ionosphere. We are seeing the derivation for refractive index of ionosphere. Then we have seen many terms like virtual height, least visible frequency, maximum visible frequency, optimum working frequency, skip distance and all. And also we have seen ionospheric abnormalities. We have discussed about 10 different kinds of abnormalities in ionosphere. Very important one. Please refer the playlist. And also we have derived the range of space wave propagation. It is 3.57 into under root HT plus under root HR kilometers. It can be approximated. It is 4 times of this also. That's range, and the formula for received electric fields strength of space waves is given by 88 root P HT HR by lambda d square volt per meter. Clear? And also we have seen concepts like fading and path loss calculation. In path loss, we have seen path loss is 32.45, 20 log frequency in megahertz to base 10 plus 20 log distance in kilometer. Clear? In next class, we'll see some more concepts plus questions. We'll see concepts and questions in the next class. Thank you all for joining. And please subscribe the channel if you are new to the channel, and also share the class among maximum friends so that this beautiful content, wonderful content will reach the maximum students.